function and supply function. What is demand function? Demand function is a function that shows the relationship between price and the quantity of a good or service demand. The demand function is taken from the buyer perspective. The demand function formula is used to analyze the customer behavior and price of a good or service. Basically, the demand function follows the law of demand, namely is if price rise, then demand will fall. If price fall, then demand will rise. Factor affecting the demand function. Customer income is the target market. If the average customer in the target market has a high income, then you can set a product price that is higher than other similar product. But if average income are low, or other similar goods and services are sold at much lower price, setting very high price doesn't make sense. Therefore, determining the right product price must be preceded by research into market or customer segment being targeted. If you correctly determine price, an imbalance will occur. Customers who have high income may be able to buy a good, but income is low. The favored people will buy your product because the segmentation is too narrow. Number 2 is availability and price of substitute of or complementary product. The price and quantity of product available on the market can also be influenced by the availability of a good and the price of substitute or complementary product on the market. An example of a substitute product is, for example, a car with full price and available with decrease as more and more electric cars are sold on the market at cheaper price. An example of a common complementary product that influences the main function is that the higher full price causes customer interest and buy car with full oil to decrease. Another example in the scarcity of smartphone chipset production, making smartphone available scarce and prices rising. Number 3, function price production. Various basic commodities or goods whose price are expected to rise in the future will be purchased. More expenses to rise in the future will be purchased more often when prices are still low. When too many people buy, the availability of finished product decreases and automatically makes the price rise. People who hoard can sell the item they bought at a higher price. Demand function formula, because the demand function is always inversely proportional. To calculate the demand function and find the curve, you can use the following demand function formula. P equals A min BQ, or Q equals A min BP. P equals price of a good per unit, Q for number of a good requested, A for constant number, and B trend coefficient, or negative because it is inversely proportional. What is the offer function? The supply function is a function that shows the relationship between price and the quantity of a good or service offered by product. The supply function is used by product to analyze how many goods are produced. The supply function follows the law of supply, namely like if the price increases, the quantity supplied increases. If the price falls, then the quantity supplied falls. The supply function between price and the quantity of a good offered by producer has a positive relationship or is directly proportional. The bidding function used in taken from the seller perspective. An example of offering function is, for example, if you are selling cooking oil, when the price rises, will sell all the cooking oil stock to make a big profit. Meanwhile, if the price of cooking oil falls, then you don't sell a lot of cooking oil stock because the profit you get is not big. Factor of function of function. Number 1 is production and service operational cost. High production costs mean the producer will sell fewer goods at a higher price. If you are forced to sell in the same price range as competitor, the quantity of a good offered will be less. Manufacturers don't dare to sell more product because if they don't sell, their loss will increases and they won't be able to cover the high production cost. Number 2, company objective. The price of a good and the quantity offered dependent the company goals. For example, company whose orientation is a set maximum profit will tend to sell product with high profit margin. There be making product price expensive. Meanwhile, companies that prioritize the number of products sold will take less profit, so that product prices are cheaper on the market. The goal is so that products sell better and can dominate the market. Customers prepare cheap prices. Offer function formula, because the supply function is always directly proportional. To calculate the supply function and find the curve, you can use the following supply function formula. P equals A plus PQ, or Q equals A plus BP. P for price of a good per unit, Q number of a good request, A constant number, and B trend coefficient. When the price of good rises, a product you will sell more profit.